The Ogun state government, in collaboration with the Al-Mubarak Muslim Forum, has cautioned residents, especially Muslim families, against the continued practice of burying deceased relatives within residential compounds, describing it as illegal, unsafe and contrary to Islamic teachings. The warning was issued on Saturday during a capacity building workshop organized by the forum at the Crescent Muslim Professional Hall in Abeokuta. The event, themed Sunnatic Ethics of Pre- and Post-Transition for the Deceased, gathered Islamic scholars, clerics, professors, traditional rulers, and representatives of Muslim organizations across the state. Speaking at the workshop, the Ogun State Commissioner of Environment, Dr. Oladimeji Resanya, revealed that home burials, still practiced by 8 out of 10 Muslim families, pose significant environmental and public health issues.
Well, people can be given the privilege to be buried in their house. You must have a reason. It's either you are maybe a prophet, an oba, or a leader in the society that people reverence and they love to idolize. Well, you are free to want to idolize someone. So if you want somebody really want to idolize, you don't want the fellow to be buried at the normal cemetery. What you have to do in that case is to apply, okay, to the governor, all right, that you want the permanent burial site for so person. It can be in your around your house. It can be somewhere a garden, and that kind of a person will be given special permission based on certain conditions, which have to be certified by the public health practitioners. The fellow have to be embalmed, properly embalmed, you getting me, and which is anti-Muslim anyway.
He explains that Section 246 of the Criminal Code criminalizes the burial of bodies inside residential homes, adding that the state government will begin stricter enforcement after intensive awareness campaign. Chairman of the event, Professor Moruf Adenekan, said ignorance of Islamic burial guidance has led to widespread misconceptions.
Here you will see all the speakers have deep knowledge of every topic they presented or discussed. And this Islam is about knowledge. What we Muslims are lacking is a good knowledge of our deen. And this kind of workshop is so important. It's all about death. How do you wash the dead body? How do you bury? What are the rules? Several rules that I'm also learning them for the first time. And they also practicalized it. They brought a sample of a dead body, how to clean, how to shroud the body and everything. So it is really good knowledge.
The first lecture delivered by Ustaz Abdusamiu Hamza highlighted the Islamic concept of death as a transition rather than an end.
After death, there is nothing like having another assignment to do. Because in death itself, it is for the soul to transit into another journey entirely. So that is where the soul will have the reward for things that has been done while alive. When we say the reward for things that have been done, we're actually referring to the fact that they will start to have the smell for and sight for where they are going. If they are going to paradise, they start to have the smell of the fragrance. Not actual favor or blessing, but they start to have the smell, the fragrance, and of the whole thing. Likewise, if the soul has performed bad deeds, then it will continue to also have the sight of the punishment. So, and that is what we refer to as the blessing of the grave or the punishment in the grave.
In the second lecture, Abdul Labiba Taufik Busari explained the communal obligation of washing the dead, noting that Islamic funeral rites emphasizes purification even after death.
Washing corpse is something quite very important in Islam. We need to know that our religion is a religion of purity, it's a religion of cleanliness, and does not joke with it in at any instance. So even if you want to worship God, you have to clean up yourself. You engage in some activities, even sexual interaction. You need to purify yourself. So we don't joke with purity, and that extends to that of what's it called, the dead one, the deceased. We need to take good care of our deceased and ensure that the deceased is departing in a clean state in terms of physical, and the prayer is also taking care of the spiritual purity as well, because what we do in the prayer is to also ask Allah to forgive his sins and the likes, which is regarding purity spiritually. So we are purifying him in both realms, both ramifications, that of the physical purity and that of the spiritual purity, because Inna Allah tayyibun, Allah is pure, la yaqbalu illa tayyiba, and we will not accept anything except what is pure.
He added that rejecting Islamic washing and shrouding shows a deep misunderstanding of the afterlife, resurrection, and accountability. The final session, led by Ustaz Idris Akib, covered Junaza prayer, burial procedures, death settlements, and the importance of writing the will.
Nínú àwọn táwọn olùmọ̀ sọ yìí pé àwọn èèyàn máa ń ṣe tí kìí dẹ́ṣẹ̀ sìn, òun ni pé ká máa gbé sàárè wálẹ̀ ká tó kú. Ẹlẹ́mìíràn ní òun ti gbé sàárè òun sílẹ̀ báyìí òun tó kú láyé. Àwọn olùmọ̀ ní eléyìí kò sínú ìṣesí Ànábì àtàwọn sàhábà. Tó bá jẹ́ pé nítorí ìrántí ikú náà ni, kí lèèyàn fi rántí ikú? Iṣẹ́ rere ni ká múra sí, kìí ṣe wípé ká gbé sàárè wálẹ̀, òun ni nǹkan tí ó máa fi júmọ̀ sí pé à ń rántí ikú. Tá bá ti wá sin òkú mùsùlùmí tán, tá ti ṣe wá sí fún, nínú àwọn ẹ̀tọ́ tá jẹ àwọn ẹbí òkú, òun ni tá ń pè ní àpázíyà, ìkẹ́dùn ikú òkú.
Chairman of the Al-Makbara Forum, Abdul Quadril Oni, said the organization is determined to correct widespread deviations from Sunnatic burial practices.
The simple message is that we should try as much as possible, if we don't know, to try and inquire from knowledgeable people how to handle our deceased ones. It is highly recommended that we should try as much as possible to make sure that there are wasiya, that's a will written down, guiding how we're supposed to be handled before death, instructing them where we're supposed to be buried and how we're supposed to be handled.
Oni encouraged Muslims to write wills, stating how their burial rites should be carried out. A member of the forum's board of trustees, Dr. Rabiu Kashimo, praised the organizers for addressing what he called a sensitive yet necessary issue. Dignitaries at the event included the Olowu of Owu Kingdom, the Grand Mufti of Owu Kingdom, Imam Idris Hakim, Professor Idris, and Dr. Kidder Mustafa, among others.